Hi guys, good morning. Uh, oh my God. Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much. I appreciate your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is a general reading for the collective, for the energy. I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? Is it? It's Wednesday the 22nd, isn't it? I believe so. Let me just double check that. Hold on one second. Is it the 22nd? Oh, shit. Sorry. The 23rd. All right. We are working with new cameras, apparently. I bought a new computer. I told you guys about that, I think. And in doing that, I ended up buying a computer without the back camera, which was a mistake of mine. Yesterday, my original camera went kaput on me. So we're getting a much wider view of my desk from with this new camera. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we will figure this out as we go. So yesterday I was unable to film in the morning and I had to go to work. So that's what happened. For those of you that are new to me, please subscribe even through the changes. I may go to the overhead camera. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I do want to get this out to you guys today. It is more about the message than the timing of the message, as far as pay more attention to the message than the date. This is actually not for the 22nd. This is for, I don't even know what day today is. What day is today? Today is Wednesday, September 22nd. So there was no reading for Wednesday. This is for Thursday, the 23rd. I'm sorry about no reading on Wednesday. So there was nothing premiered this morning because I was unable to tape yesterday. I tried to figure it out yesterday evening to do it late, and I got caught up with trying to get my email onto this computer, and I was unable to do that. And then the puppies were running in 18 different directions while trying to do all of that. So needless to say, I'm a bit scattered. And the new month is coming. So let's see what's going on. What do the cards want us to know? And you don't have to tell me if, you like this bigger perspective of the office, or if I need to find a different way. And I had to find a tripod for this camera because I only had the overhead. It was just the thing last night, trying to get it set up. All right, so here's our card. We've got the Five of Pentacles. A little bit of setback. I've also decided to start putting these cards a little bit more quickly into the holder so that people don't have access to the full view, of the card. But setback. Pentacles is that grounded energy, but this is sort of the hard times that we deal with in reality that come to us, right? Remember that we have the Page of Swords underneath this. That's that being like, ideally a fresh perspective, a fresh way of communicating, learning a new way to communicate, or being open to that. New messages could be coming to us. It could be coming to us through some adversity. That would be the Five of Pentacles. Ultimately, the Five of Pentacles is about shift and change, and it is temporary. So whatever the setback may be, I don't necessarily know that we need to freak out about it or really go crazy, per se. But, well, shit, if we're getting this big of a perspective, let's put on the magic tree. Ta-da! Okay, magic tree, give us a little bit of light. So, yeah, the Five of Pentacles is about strife, setback, resistance. We may be experiencing that in different areas of our life right now, from people or situations, or even, we've maybe taken a loss of some sort. But it's not necessarily the end of the world, right? They continue to move on in the Five of Pentacles. There's also this sort of idea of charity, because they're always passing. Here she has the dogs passing in front of the animal shelter. In a traditional deck, it's some family passing across in front of a church, right? Which always gives you this idea that there's still a higher purpose for the struggles that we deal with. There's still a greater maybe lesson or guidance that comes from these things, that as we work our way through them, usually it's depicted with a woman and children, and one of the children is on crutches. It's a pretty sad scene, and of course they're in the snow. Let's just like, when I was a child, I had to walk barefoot 5 miles in the snow, this card, right? But it's tragic. It's that sort of human tragedy that we all have to face at different points in our life, right? It's that sadness, that overwhelm, that challenge that faces us right in front of us that we have to kind of like sort of take head on. We can't avoid it in any way. And in the depiction of the original card, you know, the family is um, still moving forward amidst all of the struggle, all of the setback. And so that's kind of the power of the Five of Pentacles, is sort of like that earthy, grounded, nose to the grindstone. Don't let this stop you. Don't let this set you back fully, so that you're not completely, you know, unable to move, right? There's still, remember, this is it's, at most it's temporary, right? It may last, for each one of you, the timeline is going to be different with whatever you're facing, but it's always a transition period. The family is depicted as moving, even like these two dogs are in action moving forward. We see this white dove of peace up above, meaning that peace hasn't left us, or that, you know, we're moving towards that peace through this challenge right now. Page of Swords underneath this, it teaches us or reminds us to be open-minded, to be open to new messages, new communications, new forms of learning through this period. Don't necessarily allow it to challenge you so much that you shut down and that you lose sight of what's going on around you, or you shut out the world in an effort to try and avoid it. That's not necessarily going to serve you, right? There's something to be gained through this transition and this time. So explore it, feel it, experience it would be a good word. And then, you know, you will learn from it ultimately. You will grow from it. You will actually become stronger, you know, more grounded with that Pentacles energy there. Now, a little bit, you know, and we also have the Ten of Swords too at the beginning of the week. So there's a little bit of and the burden aspect, right? We have burden as the Oracle card for the week. So this could be some of that burden that we're seeing, you know, that burden energy that I was asking us to look at. So let's go to the Oracle card and see what that is. Oh my God, Death. Nothing major here. Sacred Journey Markers. Card number 46 is 10. It boils down to a 1. So, not the best card to want to see with the Five of Pentacles. It says to me that some of you guys, this could be a fairly serious setback, is my feeling. And it's going to be affecting you personally rather deeply, right? It's going to be, from that number 46 on the Death card, it brings me to the 1, which is the focus on the self. That to me says, okay, how are these setbacks, how are these changes affecting us? And I would be willing to bet rather profoundly. These are what's like, I don't know, first generation problems is the right way to put it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, these are setbacks or endings, challenges that we can't avoid. You know, death is inevitable for all of us, and that's sort of the indicator of the Death card. Is like, okay, don't try and fight this, like try and move through it, try and work with it, try and ground during these challenges and changes, try and learn from these challenges and changes. Don't resist them, don't avoid them, don't fight them, because death is that sort of process that's similar to the Tower. If we fight it, it's just that much more of a struggle. You know, I love that they depict this with the beach, because there's that ebb and flow of the water, the constant change of the landscape. Things die, sand goes back out to sea, new sand comes in, sand goes back out to sea, new sand comes in. You know, the water slowly erodes the landscape, and change is inevitable. We can't necessarily fight it, and keep that in mind. I would be more like the changing landscape, or more like the water with that element of flow. Yeah, Jesus, Tallulah. Like, are you horking up a lung? Oh, she just threw up on the floor. Ugh. Anyways, it's been a morning, guys. It's just, I feel like I'm pulled in 82 different directions with these puppies. I mean, I knew this was gonna happen, but it's just, it's like I'm getting up earlier to try and make sure everybody's accommodated so that I can get to work, so I can accommodate people there. It's just a lot. So, this Death card would indicate, I say it feels like we need to keep the focus on the self, but also remain malleable, changeable, mutable, similar to that water, right? Where it kind of comes in and flows back out, and flows in and flows back out. At this time, with the 5 transit, the number 5 is like the 5 of Pentacles being so transitory. Don't try and hold on to anything too strongly during whatever this transit may be. allow it to sort of ebb and flow, come and go, and do whatever you need it to do, or to allow it to certainly teach you and inform you through that Page of Swords energy as it needs to. Now, let's go to the grounding stone. Remember, oh, I'm tired. The grounding stone is nature for this week, right? So again, connecting to our environment and looking to nature and that around us to give us the cues and signals. But also, this is going to show us, these experiences are showing us our true nature, what we're really made of, right? And so I think that these challenges or these setbacks, however you want to look at them, these like deaths in a way, endings, are actually showing us more of who we are and what we're made of, what we can accomplish, how we face challenges. And that informs us of, you know, our growth in ways. So keep that in mind. The grounding stone for today, or something to ground in, is the word love. So always a beautiful stone to show up in any reading. Trying to love yourself through these challenging times would be key. Loving others also helps. Supporting others, even if you don't have much to support them with from that Five of Pentacles, you can, or, you know, supporting yourself if you don't feel like you have a whole lot to give to yourself. You might have actually more than you realize if you ground in this place of sort of love, compassion, those sort of energies, okay? That will certainly lift your spirits, it will raise your vibration, and it will make the transition or the challenges that you might be facing, the losses that may be coming about, in a much more strong, empowered way. I hope that, oh, she just threw up and left. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Thank you, Tallulah. I love you, dear. So that is your forecast for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please bear with me while these changes take place. And we will hit a rhythm at some point and everything will be back to normal. Thank you for being patient. Sorry about yesterday. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Tune in every day. Leave me a question or comment, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.